Welcome to this breathwork practice for healing. In this practice, we're going to be using our breath and our voice to bring overall bioenergetic balance to the body and the nervous system. You can use this practice for its physical health benefits if you're interested in working with the organs and the elements. Through the vibrations that we create and the sounds that we're making in this practice, we are cleansing and discharging stuck energy from each organ and allowing healthy energy to come in instead. This is also a wonderful practice for the nervous system to help to soothe and regulate. When we sustain our breath, particularly the exhaled breath, and when we hum or sing, it has an overall balancing effect on the nervous system, particularly through the vagus nerve and the diaphragm, as well as through the larynx, the voice box region of the body. As you go through this practice, feel free to notice how the vibrations feel in your body, where you're experiencing enjoyment or pleasure. And also feel free to experiment with different pitches, different sounds that come to you. Let this be very spontaneous and intuitive for you. If you need to, you can take breaks. You don't have to repeat the sounds as many times as I do, but I would encourage you to try to keep the sounds long and smooth. My microphone doesn't always capture the full length of the sound I'm making, but if you can do that, you will get a lot more benefit from this practice. You can do this practice in any position or posture that you like, ideally one that allows you to breathe freely, so not where you feel constricted or limited in your breathing. But it's up to you whether you choose to sit or lie down or do it any other way you like. So before we get into the sounds, we'll begin with a little bit of grounding. Make yourself comfortable wherever you are, landing on the support that is available to you today. Remembering that you're being held by something solid, and so you don't have to hold yourself up or together. And you might start to sense how you're breathing right now. See if you can find a way to breathe that feels easy and natural and nourishing to you. Letting your breath stretch out a little bit, taking your time with it to begin to savor each phase of the breathing. So you might take a longer inhale, sense into the pause at the top of your inhale before you exhale. And resting in the pause at the bottom of your exhale before you inhale again. And once we start vocalizing, we'll primarily be focusing on the exhale. But right now, you could sense for yourself. Notice which moment or which part of your breath feels the best to you. Generally speaking, the inhale and the pause after the inhale upshift the energy in the system. They mobilize us, they wake us up, they energize us. And the exhale and the pause after the exhale, they downshift the energy. They help to calm and slow and soothe and relax the nervous system. So a lot of times you can tell which state you're in or what your body needs by which phase of breathing you're drawn to. So if the exhale feels good to you, maybe you need to slow down a bit. If the inhale feels good to you, maybe you need to energize a bit. And then just take a moment to relax the whole area around the mouth, the tongue, the jaw, and the throat. Keeping this part of the body soft and easy as we make the sounds. And we'll begin with the sound for the lungs, which is zzzz, like the buzzing of a bee. Okay, so I'm going to inhale. And this sound tends to vibrate in the nasal cavities and sometimes in the upper chest as well. So it's really good if you have some congestion in the sinuses. And then when you feel ready, you can let it go and just rest your attention in the area of the lungs. So just inside the upper part of the chest. Welcoming any sensations you feel there. Inviting the whole chest and ribs and shoulders to relax. And now we'll come to the next sound, which is for the heart. And the sound is ha, H-A. Ha. 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 And then when you feel done with that one, just resting attention in the space of the heart, the whole space behind the sternum and between the lungs. Notice and welcome whatever's there. Including sensation and also images or colors, memories or associations that come in. Good, and then we're gonna come to the stomach sound, which is huuu, H-U. And when you make the sound, you kind of purse the lips so that the lips vibrate as you make the sound. Ooh. 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 Good, and then rest from that. Bring your attention to the left side of your torso, where your stomach is, just under the ribs. You can place your hand there if you like, or just bring your attention there. Good, and then we're going to come to the next one, which is for the liver. And the liver sound is shu, S-H-U. Quite similar to the stomach, except for the S at the start. So it sounds like this. Shu. 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 In the bioenergetic system that this practice comes from, the liver is where we store stress, and this sound is very good to release some of that stress. Shu. Good, and then you can bring attention to the right side of the torso, under the ribs. which is where the liver is, and sensing, feeling into this part of yourself. Noticing any tension or relaxation that comes into this area. So the next and the second last of our sounds is for the kidneys. And the sound is chree. Chree. It can also be chroo, chroo. So here goes. Chree. Tree. And then bringing attention to the middle and lower back area. Welcoming whatever you feel, whatever you sense in this region of yourself. Good. And the last sound is he, H-E-E, which is like an overall clearing sound for the whole body, the whole nervous system. He. Okay, and then just sense the whole body. Let your attention rest inside yourself. Notice where there's more sensation or where the sensations are clearer to you in your body. And we'll take a few minutes to rest at the end, just letting your body absorb the practice. And then in your own time, when you feel ready, you can slowly start to emerge. And take a few moments to notice how you feel at the end of this experience. Sense your energy level and any particular moods or sensations that you're aware of. Check in with your natural breath and how that feels. And with your mind and your sense perceptions, how you're perceiving the world around you. Now that you know the healing sounds, you can use them however you would like to. You can just pick one sound to work with, or you can work with 2 or 3 of the sounds, or you can do full practice with all the 6 sounds like we did today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed this practice, I would love to hear how you feel in the comments below. And if you'd like to learn more about me and my work, you can visit my website, which is linked in the video and the description.